Watch this video to learn how to play the first song in Piano Adventures 3B lesson book, Energico. We are in Piano Adventures level 3B lesson book, and we are opening to this song, Energico. So there are some new terms for us to learn here. This symbol, SFZ, the F will always be larger in the middle there. It stands for this word, which we can say scherzando. A scherzando is a sudden, strong accent on a single note or chord. So these are usually the surprising notes in music. They're usually very, very loud, especially compared to the rest of the noise around that moment. So that's our new term. And if you look in this piece of music, do you see where we had a scherzando? So look all the way through it, and you will probably see here at the very, very last note, we have a scherzando there. Now, we've also been learning about the key of A minor. So if you look at this piece, does it look like this is using the natural form of A minor or the harmonic form of A minor? It is primarily the natural form of A minor, and we know that because we do not have G sharps throughout the piece. So it also asks you up above which two primary chords are used in measures 1 through 16. So that's measure 1 here through measure 16, which is here. And if you look in the left hand, you'll be able to answer it. So look through there and tell me what two chords you see most in there. And if you said the 1 and the 4 chord, that is correct. So knowing these things can really help us to learn quickly. Now, measures 1 through 16 are going to follow the same basic pattern. And in measures 17 through 24, we are going to switch to the dominant note of the scale, which is E. So you'll see a switch to E there. And then after that, we will go back to the beginning, back to A minor, and that's where we will end. So now that we've looked at those things, let's get to the business of learning this piece. Some really quick things, song structure for us to look through. This is written in 4/4 time. So that's a nice easy time. I do see triplets, and remember triplets are 3 notes to a beat. So triplet, 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 triplet. It's written to be played allegro, and it gives me tempo markings right there. I notice that there's a coda that's here, so I'm going to look really quick at the structure. So I'm going to play from the beginning all the way through until I get to the DCL coda here. When I get to the DCL coda, I'm going to go back to the beginning, play the first 2 lines until I get to the coda sign there. And then I'm going to move to the coda, which is here, and play to the end. So we're going to begin by learning measures 1 through 16. Now, if you've been doing the exercises in the technique book, it's not going to be difficult to learn this because it follows a similar structure. So we've been playing the A minor scale, moving in triplets like this, and that's what this song does. So it begins with a 1 chord in the left hand, and the right hand is a climbing A minor scale in triplets. And then it's 4, 1, 4. Try just that with me. We're going to start out piano, and by the time we get to the top of the scale, we are going to be mezzo forte. You will notice that we're going to end on E instead of going all the way up to A. So that is a little bit different. 1, 2, and here we go. Great, and then we do it again. good. Now, I'm on measure 5. We play a 1 chord, and the note that you come up to here is going to be a C. Accent, accent, accent. And these are all getting quieter. Let's try that together beginning in measure 5. So we start with a 1 chord, pedals down. As you work through this, hopefully you will get so that the dynamics, the pedaling, the accent marks are all where you want them. You might not be there now. Then we're going to go back into an ascending A minor scale, but now we're down an octave lower. And it's 4, 1, 4 again. Do it again. And it's the same thing, but now we're down an octave. So that's the first 16 measures. Go ahead and pause if you feel like you would like to work on that more. I'm going to now look at measures 17 through measures 24. So this is where we are going to move to E. I'm going to move my camera a little bit so that you have, and actually I need to come up here as well. So I'm going to leave the camera where it is, but I am playing an E and a B here at the bottom. So most of the action here is going to happen in the right hand. So it starts this is middle C, just an octave above middle C to begin, and it starts at forte. So you want to drop. And you'll notice we are descending now, and it's E, B, B, E, triplet. Good, so I'm going to show that left hand part a little bit. And it's all getting very quiet there. Then you're going to come back up, but you're going to go an octave higher, and it's all quiet now. And we're going to put the pedal down. Left, and then the scale. And it's E, B, 2 will go there, then C, B, C, A, E. And that's all getting a little bit louder. Let's start at measure 17 and try to play it all the way through to 24. So we're going to start with drops in 1, 2, and here we go. So you'll notice there's no pedal on this part. Now a pedal. Crescendo. Okay, after that, you go back to the beginning and play the first 2 lines. And now it's the coda. So the coda starts in unison and forte. And then it drops to piano. You're going to play this over and over again, getting louder and louder. That's the first inversion of an A minor chord. And then we're going to play our scherzando note at the bottom of the piano. So I'm an octave up from the lowest note on this A, and then an octave higher than that. So you can see there's still some piano below that, but we're going to hit these hard with our middle fingers. And that is the end. So let's play through the coda all the way. And you won't be able to see the notes when I drop down there, but still play them the way that they're written. 1, 2, and here we go. Coda. Now piano. Get louder and louder. First inversion, scherzando. Now you know everything that you need to know to play this piece. Now let's talk about our practice plan to master this piece. I would like you to practice 5 minutes a day. First, master the first section that we worked on. Then, master the second section we worked on. Finally, master the coda. After you feel you have mastered all of those sections, begin to work on piecing the entire song together. Here are the mastery checkpoints that you should verify before you move forward from one section to the next. Do you have the correct notes, rhythms, dynamics, technique, phrasing, tempo, pedaling? You should make sure that you are able to play all of these with proficiency before you move forward to a new section. It is easier to work this piece in smaller sections than as a whole, which is why we approach it the way that we do. Good luck on mastering the song.